Hello everyone, this is the last topic in the bridges. So we have studied different type of AC bridges. Among them, we studied about the capacitance comparison bridge and the inductance comparison bridge. Now we'll be looking into the another third type. There are different bridges, but we'll be looking only on the few type of AC bridges here. So last one here is the AC Wien bridge. So you can see here the circuit is same as a capacitance, but in the one part, that is the ratio arms here, usually here R1 and C1, and here R2, here R4 only the resistance part, but here the capacitance and resistance are parallel. So that is what the difference here, what will be seeing here. Here usually we are comparing with the RG combination, resistance and conductance in one arm, another parallel combination in the adjoining arm there. So here it is really designed to measure the frequency of unknown capacitor with a great accuracy. Usually, okay. Now Z1, that is the half arm here. This arm is equals to R1 minus J divided by omega C1. This is the impedance of one arm. Next one is this one, the arm Z3. Here we call this one as the admittance Z. G is nothing but the conductance there, opposite inverse of the resistance, and Y is nothing but the reciprocal of the impedance. So Y3 is equals to 1 by R3. So here it is getting reciprocal plus J omega C3. Here we are using Z1 into Z4 is equals to Z2 into Z3, the same bridge equation here. So here Z1 into Z4 is equals to Z2 by Y3, because Z3 is equals to 1 by Y3. So here Z2 is equals to Z1 Z4 into Y3. So substitute it, R2 is equals to R4. R4 is what? So Z4 is equals to R4. Then what is Z1? Z1 is nothing but R1 minus 1 by omega C1. So what we have concluded here. Then Y3 is nothing but 1 by R3 plus J omega C3. Simplify the terms, where we get R2 is equals to R1 R4 divided by R3 plus C3 R4 divided by C1 minus J into R4 divided by omega C1 R3 plus omega C3 R1 R4. It's little kind of a bit a lengthy equation. So after you derive it here, we have to differentiate into a real part and the imaginary part here. Then you can compare here the real part and the imaginary part. Real part is nothing but R2 is equals to R1 divided by R1 into R4 divided by R3 plus C2 into R4 divided by C1, and R4 divided by omega C1 R3 minus omega C3 R1 R4 is equal to 0. Since we don't have anything in the imaginary part in the LHS, so that it will be equated to 0. So that time I simplify the terms. R4 will be getting common. R2 by R4 is equals to R1 by R3 plus C2 by C1. That is equation 1. Here the same thing, R4 and R4 get cancelled. So 1 by omega C1 R3 is equals to omega C3 R1. So this is equation 2. So what I am doing, so omega square is equals to 1 by C1 R1 into R2 into C3. So what I am doing, omega is equals to 1 by square root of C1 R1 R2 C2. So we know omega is equals to 2 pi f. So therefore f is equals to 1 by 2 pi into square root of C1 R1 R2 C3. Sorry, C1 R1 R3 C3. So this is the equation what we need to find. From the equation 1 and 3, we can tell that the determining required resistance of ratio R2 by R4. So whatever we are getting from the R2 by R4, and another expression determining the frequency of the applied voltage. So what we can conclude here, that is it is mostly depending on the frequency. So if equation 1 and equation 3 are satisfied, so bridge will be balanced. In the most of the Wien bridge circuit, we have to be chosen such that R1 is equals to R3 is equals to R. This both should be equal. And C1 and C3 should be equal to C. From equation 1, if you substitute this whatever the condition is there, from equation 1 we can conclude that R2 by R4 is equals to 2, and from the equation 3 we can conclude it as F is equals to 1 by 2 pi RC. So what are the things? That is this both part will determine the characteristic of the Wien bridge. So these are just to balance it. The main factor considered here is R1, C1, R3 and C3. So this we have to think here. Okay, just we need to substitute the values there. By here we have to remember the conductance factor, that is the RG combination, another as the admittance combination here, since the R3 and C3 are parallel to each other. Okay. Then the application of AC bridges. Bridges are usually used for measuring frequency in the audio range. You know what is the audio range? Though whatever it is hearable range frequency. R1 and R3 are ganged together to have an identical value. So what it will make, the more calculation part or the more whatever the values we need to find is almost same. So we need to think on the other factors then more. So less factor has to be considered here. And usually here C1 and C3 are normally fixed values. As I discussed here, normally the audio ranges is normally divided into 20 to 200, 2K to 20 kilohertz range. So these are the application which are the ranges which can be used here. Resistance can be used for range changing, and capacitor C1 and C3 for fine frequency control within the range. So by using the different resistance, we can change the different range of the capacity resistance. By using the thing, we can change the frequency range, and by the capacitor we can find frequency, we can tune the range whatever we require. And here bridges also can be used for measuring capacitance. So we can find the capacitance value directly by using this bridge. But you can find the one of the factors like R and C1, you can find the other value C3. Or we need to find, the C1, we can find the R value. Here usually the bridge is also used in the harmonic distortion analyzer as a notch feature in audio frequency. And also for the radio frequency, oscillators are F determining element. So what is here? Usually when we are using the filtering, in the filtering process, some of the distortions will be used. So we required it to analyze the different pitch levels or the different levels in the signals or the frequency to cut off whatever unwanted signals there. As we say, we never say it as a noise, but what we consider as a notch filter, we say it as like a setting of a range of a different processes there. Next one is the accuracy of 0.5% to 1% can be readily obtained using this bridge. So this is, when compared to other bridges, this is one of the very efficient and the very accurate bridges when compared to the DC bridge. Okay, so we need to look into what are the benefits here. So this is the end of the module 4. This is the end of the module 4. Okay, and here we conclude, and what are the problems in there, we will be solving in the online classes there. So here in this chapter we discuss more on this unit, we discuss more on the bridges, types of bridges, then Wheatstone bridge, which we have a Wheatstone bridge of a balanced, unbalanced and slightly unbalanced. Then we went on to the AC bridges, that is we discuss about the capacitance comparison bridge, inductance comparison bridge. Then at last we discuss about the Wien bridge. Here again there are different type of AC bridges and all, but like a Kelvin bridge, Maxwell bridge, etc., many bridges are there, but we are focused more only on these 4 bridges, and we need to solve some problems on that, and that will end up this unit here. So in this unit, in this module there are 3 units. So this is end of module 4. Okay, these are the references there, HSCC electronic instrumentation, and this is the reference book, and David A. Bell and other Helfrich are the other extra references. Thank you.